Navigating the Emotional Landscape of Acromegaly, a guide to support and self-advocacy. Receiving a diagnosis of acromegaly is rarely a sudden shock. For many, it is the culmination of years of unexplained symptoms and medical uncertainty. Because acromegaly is a rare disorder caused by a pituitary tumor that produces excess growth hormone, the journey to diagnosis is often prolonged. This delay, combined with the gradual physical changes associated with the condition, can take a significant emotional toll. While medical treatment focuses on regulating hormone levels, the psychological impact ranging from grief over lost time to anxiety about physical appearance requires equally careful attention. Effective management of acromegaly involves not just medical intervention, but also robust mental health support, community connection, and clear communication with loved ones. The weight of a delayed diagnosis. One of the most challenging aspects of acromegaly is its slow progression. Symptoms such as enlarged hands and feet, changes in facial features, oily skin, and persistent headaches develop so gradually that they are often overlooked by both patients and physicians. This phenomenon has led to widespread diagnostic delays, sometimes spanning decades. For patients, this period of uncertainty can feel like medical gaslighting, where their concerns are minimized or dismissed. The realization that the body was signaling distress for years, only to be ignored, often triggers a complex mix of emotions upon diagnosis. Validation that there is a physical cause for their suffering, but also anger, grief, and relief. After all, a delay in diagnosis can be seen as a loss of time or missed opportunities for earlier treatment, notes Melissa Ledger, a licensed marriage and family therapist. Acknowledging these feelings is crucial. The diagnostic journey is not just a medical process. It is an emotional one that requires processing the loss of those unexplained years. Reconciling with physical changes, excess growth hormone leads to distinct physical alterations, including the enlargement of the jaw, nose, lips, ears, and extremities. These changes can profoundly impact self-esteem and body image, leading to social withdrawal or obsessive concern about appearance. However, experts emphasize that coming to terms with these changes is a personal process that extends beyond vanity. It is deeply tied to identity. Risa August, diagnosed in 2018, describes the shift from mourning who she used to be to focusing on agency in the present. Strategies for building body positivity include practicing self-compassion, moving away from negative self-talk and recognizing that acceptance may look like neutrality before it looks like love. Reconnecting with function, focusing on what the body has carried you through rather than just how it looks. Creative expression, engaging in activities like fashion or photography to honor the body's current state. Ledger suggests that mindfulness practices can help patients gently challenge distorted thoughts, such as "everyone is staring at me," while acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, helps individuals align their actions with personal values despite difficult feelings. Combating isolation and depression, the physical symptoms of acromegaly, fatigue, pain, and discomfort often lead patients to withdraw from social situations. However, isolation creates a dangerous feedback loop. Loneliness exacerbates both physical and mental health issues, potentially leading to clinical depression. Depression is more than temporary sadness. It involves persistent low energy, sleep disturbances, and loss of interest in previously enjoyed activities for at least 2 weeks. Mental health care should be considered an essential component of acromegaly treatment, not an optional add-on. Therapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help reframe negative thought patterns. Support groups provide a unique space where patients do not need to explain their condition, offering a sense of grounding and validation that is difficult to find elsewhere. Building a support network, you do not have to navigate this journey alone. A strong support system includes healthcare providers, mental health professionals, peer groups, and loved ones. Key resources for support. Acromegaly Community offers patient-led support and advocacy. Pituitary Network Association provides resources and connects patients with specialists. Barrow Neurological Institute offers specialized care and patient education. Local hospital groups Many major medical centers host support groups for endocrine disorders. Finding community, even one person who is willing to listen, can be incredibly grounding, says August. There's something powerful about not having to explain yourself. Communicating needs to loved ones asking for help can be difficult, but being specific makes it easier for others to support you effectively. Loved ones may not understand the medical complexity of acromegaly, but they can respond to clear, direct requests. Instead of trying to explain the entire disease process, try using simple, actionable statements. What I need most right now is. What this feels like for me is. This approach shifts the burden of understanding from the patient to the supporter, allowing friends and family to show up in meaningful ways without needing medical expertise. Conclusion: acromegaly is a chronic condition that affects the whole person, not just the endocrine system. By prioritizing mental health care, seeking community support, and communicating openly with loved ones, patients can navigate the emotional challenges of the disease. Holistic treatment combining medical management with psychological support offers the best path toward reclaiming quality of life and personal agency.